As you can see on the screen, the outbound scenario consists of four major steps. First, creation of the outbound delivery, which has a prerequisite of having created a sales order. Second, creation of the pick task based on the delivery and storage type. Third, picking and staging. And fourth, the goods issue, which is followed by the loading process. As you can see on the screen, the sample test data for the outbound scenario includes the sales order, the different storage types from where you're going to pick the product code, and the packaging materials like the pallet or the carton with the respective pack specs, like 24 units per pallet or 6 units per carton. Now that we have had an overview of the outbound scenario, let's go to the demo of this. What you can see on screen is the SAP Fiori. First up, we'll look at the sales order, which we have already created. So this was the sales order which I've created. You can see the sales order as one line item for this product, wherein we are planning to sell 300 eaches in the sales order. We go create a delivery against the sales order. It shows 180 quantity is yet to be delivered. For our simplicity's sake, I'll take 30 eaches are supposed to be delivered from the sales order. And why 30? You can see how this product is maintained in the master data, where one pallet is equivalent to 24 eaches and one carton is equivalent to 6 eaches. So if I'm trying to deliver a quantity of 30 eaches, we'll look at the scenario wherein we have to pick one pallet and one carton, which is supposed to be shipped. For that, I've kept the quantity as 30 eaches, and I'll save this outbound delivery. As you can see, an outbound delivery was created successfully. I copy this outbound delivery number. And next up, we'll look at this delivery in the warehouse monitor. As you can see, there is a warehouse monitor tile which I've created. So the warehouse monitor is like a one-stop shop for accessing everything in the EWM. We don't have this functionality in WM. As you can see, everything right from outbound documents to inbound documents, physical inventory, stock and bin, resource management, product master data, everything you can manage as an overview from this one place. That's the major advantage of having EWM over WM. Here, now I'll look for that outbound delivery which we just created. We can, while I'm trying to look for the specific delivery, we can also explore all the deliveries which were created on a specific date or any other filtration criteria. But for our scenario's sake, I'm just entering the outbound delivery order which we created, since that's the one which we are trying to seek. As you can see, we have found our outbound delivery order. Once we have found this order, now next up, we'll have to create tasks for this outbound delivery order. So I'll go here and I'll create warehouse tasks in background. As you can see, 2 warehouse tasks were created for this order, outbound delivery order. To have a look at it, I just need to click on the warehouse order button. As discussed earlier, as you can see over here as well, 2 separate warehouse orders were created for picking the 30 eaches of this product. One for the pallet pick, wherein it will pick the full pallet from the reserve storage locations in the racking area. And other warehouse order was created for one case to be picked from the forward pick area or the case picking area as it's configured into the system. So after warehouse orders have been created, we'll pick both these orders in the RF environment. I'll log into the RF environment. Over here, now I'll go to manual selection and selection by warehouse order. Again, here we can also complete the warehouse orders or the pick tasks using the queues. But for our scenario sake, we are accessing the warehouse order directly. This process would be carried out by the battery operated pallet truck or the forklift operators, which will be carrying out the picking tasks. I'll take the warehouse order number one, wherein I have to pick the full pallet. Once I enter the order, the source bin, I'll scan the source bin as would the operator. Once it matches the expected value, I'll scan the source HU. Since I have to pick an entire HU or pallet, you can see that the source HU and the destination HU is same since we are picking the entire pallet. I confirm the source HU. Then I scan the product. I confirm the product. Then quantity to be picked is one pallet. I confirm one pallet. I confirm the destination HU. Once I have confirmed all these fields, press enter by picking. Then we have the destination bin. Since it is a full pallet pick, we can directly drop it off at the staging area, which is the outbound door. Confirm the destination location, and that pick task is completed. Similarly, we can do it for the second warehouse order. Now we have already picked one pallet, which is 24 eaches, and for the rest 6 eaches, we'll be picking one carton. Enter the warehouse order. As you can see, since this is a case pick, we'll have a pick HU with which we'll go to the picking location. So once we have this HU, we'll press next. Then there is the source pin, which is the carton pick location. We confirm the location, then scan the product, confirm the product. As you can see, we have to pick one carton. We confirm one carton. And this is the pick HU in which we are going to pick the carton. One caveat over here is for the sake of our scenario, we are just picking one carton. But in for all practical purposes, we could be picking multiple cartons of different products from the case pick area on a single pick HU for the same customer. Once I've confirmed the destination HU or the pick HU, it will take me, as you can see, since earlier we picked an entire pallet, it took the pallet to the destination of the door. But since this is a case which is being picked on a pick HU, it needs to be packed. In for all practical purposes, as we discussed, we could have multiple cartons which are picked on a pick HU, which further needs to be transferred onto the shipping HU or shipping pallet, for which these go to the packing location. So I'll confirm this pick of the carton by sending it to the pack station. And this order has also been completed. So as if I'll refresh this, this is the same outbound delivery which we are looking at. And if I refresh the status, if I look at the warehouse orders, no warehouse orders are open since there were two orders and we completed both the orders. Now, if we look at the handling units, two handling units have been created or two pallets. First pallet is the one which is at the outbound door, the full pallet which we picked, and the second one is at the pack station. Now, the activity which we have to do is pack the carton onto the shipping HU. We'll use the pack outbound delivery tile for that purposes. Here, we have selected the work center. We need the storage bin. So we can see the storage bin is pack 001. We take that, we confirm the storage bin, start packing. As you can see, this interface would be visible to the pack station operator, and usually it would be on a workstation, unlike the picking activity, which would be on the handheld terminal for the forklift operator. It will be a workstation on the pack center, and the picking operator has to scan a reference number. That could be product, that could be HU. But since we have the HU information, we'll scan the HU in the reference field, the pack station, and it will retrieve all the details. So now it's asking us for creating the shipping handling unit. So we'll select a packaging material, we'll select a pallet, PrimeS4 pallet, as a shipping handling unit. So a shipping HU has been created, as you can see. So the left side, the screen is divided into two parts. This left side is the existing pick HU, and the product is on the pick HU, as you can see, the one carton. And the right side is the ship HU. And currently there are zero items on this ship HU. So we select the product or the cartons. We could have multiple cartons in here. We select them and we could click pack all, or in this case, just pack. As soon as I click on pack, this pick HU becomes empty and the shipping HU gets populated with that one carton. The net weight, gross weight, and all the other fields get populated automatically based on the master data. Once we have packed everything from the pick HU to the shipping HU, we can print the shipping label from here and then click on close. That completes our packing process from the pick HU to the shipping HU. We can again come here and we can see this was the old HU of the pick pallet. Now, once we refresh, this HU will have changed. I go to the handling unit again. And as you can see, the number was 1138. Now it has changed to 152 because now we repacked the carton to a shipping HU. Now the shipping HU is still at the pack station. So a forklift operator has to go and pick the shipping HU and move it to the door for loading. So basically, moving the pallet to the door is the loading process. We'll do that on the RF screen again. So here we go to the outbound process and loading. Loading will do it by HU. Now, HU, which is at the pack station, is this. We need to load that HU. Select that HU, scan it. Where is it going to go to? Door. This door location. Once the HU reaches the door, which means the loading process is completed. So now that HU has been loaded, the first HU is already at the door. So if we try loading that HU, it will show that the HU has already been loaded. Let's try doing it. So I enter the second HU, which is already at the door. So it shows that this HU has already been loaded. Now we have picked the products according to the sales order quantity. We have packed the respective products and we have loaded the shipping HUs onto the container. Once everything is completed and the container leaves the warehousing facility, we simply need to post goods issue. As you can see for this outbound delivery, everything apart from the goods issue would be completed. Picking has been completed, packing, loading, everything except goods issue has been completed. So as part of last nail in the coffin, we would go here and click on goods issue to post the goods issue and complete the outbound cycle. That ends our demo over here. Thank you.